Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you some important tips to help you draw using the Paintology app. The app runs on an Android and you can download it from the link in the description below. Many people enjoy drawing using the traditional methods of drawing, for example pencils and pastels. Here I want to show you how easy it is to draw on a tablet that will help improve your drawing. The tablet I'm using is the Galaxy Pro and the app is called Paintology, and I'm also using a stylus, but you can also use your own finger. You can use any tablet of your choice and even a smartphone, and the Paintology app is super easy and intuitive to use, as I will show you here. When you draw in any medium, the same techniques apply. For example, we need to observe carefully what we're drawing and get the right shape, form, and shading. In this example, we're going to draw this pen using the brush tools of Paintology. So here I'm using the line tool to do this, and I'm just outlining the shape of the pen. As you can see, I'm not too worried about the exact shape. I just want to get the right shape down. And as you practice more and more, you'll get more closer to the shape of the object that you're trying to draw. So as you can see, the line tool is not too bad, and if you can keep practicing using the line tool and use a method of gestural drawing, which is basically trying to go over the same outline with the smaller strokes. So when you're using gestural drawing, you're basically trying to create the outline by doing smaller and quick strokes. This way you can get more accurate shapes down, as you can see here. Again, don't worry about getting the exact shape and form right. As long as you have the correct shape, form down, you're okay. And so moving on, I'm going to try and show you another tool which is based on shading. It will help you make you really good at shading. This tool is called the shade tool, aptly named, and it's really good to create the shadings and to make the drawing more realistic. So let's go ahead and do what we did before and create the shape of the pen using the short strokes. I would recommend for any beginners just to repeat what you're drawing as many times as you can until you feel comfortable that you've reached the right shape and the right form, and you can see yourself improving as you do so. So, don't be afraid to experiment. Use different objects if you need to, and just keep practicing, because you're not going to get it first time. Since I'm already familiar with drawing, I can make this look relatively easy, but with practice you can do the same as well. So here again, shade tool with gestural strokes. Now let's move on and show you the shading aspect of this tool. So again, we're going to outline this pen again, as you can see, using short strokes, just creating the shape here. So I would recommend also that you find other objects and just continue to practice it and help improving the shape and form of objects such as chairs, cups, tables, and this app is so easy to do. You can pick it up anytime on your tablet or your smartphone and just practice. So with the shading, as you can see here, now I'm beginning to shade. The advantage of this tool is that if you go over it several times, it automatically just builds up the color, the actual shade that we're talking about. So this is what I'm doing, and having done this before, I have the option to adjust the size as I'm doing here. So that means I can fill more area, like for example this lower barrel part of the pen, and just continually work on it. I also have the ability to change the gray tone aspect of this of the color, and this is done using the color palette on the left, which I'll show you here as well. So here's a big advantage over traditional method, is that you have these tools available at your disposal. So now you can see I'm using a lighter gray on the color palette to do something similar that I see on the pen, the actual pen drawing. So I continually build this drawing up using this shade. Now I'm using the same gray color to do the shadowing around the edges. And as I do so, the drawing just will pop up, because now I have the highlights of the dark and white that I can keep moving from one to the other shade and adjust the actual brush size and make this pen appear close to what I can see in the actual pen. So again, here I'm now looking at the pen. I keep alternating between what I'm drawing and the pen, and I can see that there are dark areas on the lower barrel, and as you can see, I keep lowering the size, reducing the size, and when I reduce the size, I'm effectively targeting a smaller area of the pen. As you can see, by reducing the size, I can get those slightly rounded circular lines that sort of sits on that midway in that chrome section. So here's a tip, is that as you keep doing the drawing, you're actually becoming more acutely aware of the shades and the tones of that pen. And as you keep focusing on it, you will find that with time, you'll be able to pick out the actual tone value for this drawing. And this is what I'm doing here. See, again, I have adjusted the gray tone here and the size as well. Again, I've lowered the size quite a bit in order to get the sharp outlines that I would be looking for. Like for example, now I'm looking at that metal section at the bottom, and I can see quite a bit of white, and you can see I've changed the color palette to white completely and just outlining that to give it a similar type of effect. So now I'm going down in a mid white color. You can see the colors are not always the same. They're on the grayscale, but I am trying to match the color as close as possible to the black and white photo that's on there. You will see that now I'm still working on the lower barrel, making adjustments there. Increase the pen size. It's not always easy to see now where I'm actually doing the drawing, but if you look close enough, I'm working on that lower barrel part to get some of that tone value that's also on the picture. In fact, the latest upgrade of the Paintology app should include a cursor, which will allow you to see where the brush stroke is. As you can see, I've filled in the areas underneath the pen, the shadow areas. Continue to darken it using a darker tone. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial, and I hope to bring some more tutorials to help you improve your drawing. So if you like this video, please subscribe at the link below, and I'm sure to bring you more tutorials that will help you get into this digital world. And it's not as bad as people make it out. It's actually quite fun. And see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.